Hey everyone, my name is Trax, and well, here it is, debut. Lot of waiting put into this. Had to go through like a lot of like different things, like fixing up models and stuff. But it's finally debut time. Let's vibe into the music. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. Starting this journey. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I hope all of you enjoy it too. I've got lots of like really awesome information prepared. I've got some questions as well that people have sent me. So I'm gonna try to answer as much as I possibly can. Just vibe into this. All right. So I think I will load up. I think I'll load everything up. Let's see. All right. Well, I mean, there are some technical difficulties, but this one's the real one. This is the one that actually matters. All right. So let's switch over to this. Cool transition there. I like it. All right, so as you know, my name is Trax, and I am a skateboarder with special powers. My age, that is not for you to know. Why is it up there? Well, why not? My birthday is in July. Yeah, that's all you need to know. I mean, when it gets closer to July, maybe I'll let you know what day. But if anything, you can always use the entire month for partying. My height is 180 centimeters. Say that's a nice, good height. I mean, it is my height after all. I don't know if you consider that tall or not, but I'd say it's good anyway. And my languages are English, as you can clearly tell. All my streams will be in English. I do have some French, some conversational French. But I mean, I have enough that I can certainly get by. If there's any like French comments, I'll probably be able to figure them out. If there's comments in any language, especially something that I don't really understand, I can translate. I'll do my best to translate, because I know there's gonna be people watching from like all over the world. Also, my Spanish and Japanese, they're basic, but I would say they're still pretty good. I mean, I know enough. Yeah, 31 days. Yeah, oh yeah, July is 31 days, yeah. Yeah, full month of party, why not? Yeah. So I'm learning Spanish, I'm learning some Japanese. I'm not really good at reading kanji though. So if there are any comments written in that, I'll do my best to translate. But I know enough. Alright, so what do we got next? My likes. Alright. So my favorite anime is Inuyasha. Well, one of my favorite animes is Inuyasha. Well, no, I would say it's actually my favorite overall. It's the series that really got me to know what anime is. Like, I watched anime before, but I didn't really know that it was from Japan. I didn't really, like, I knew it was a certain art style, but I didn't really know what it was really all about. But I remember, like, I was watching TV, and there was, like, this guy, and he has cat ears. Well, they're actually dog ears, because Inuyasha's a dog. I mean, Inu is dog in Japanese. I didn't know that at the time though. But anyway, and there's this schoolgirl, obviously Kagome. It was one of the early episodes. But I mean, like, I watched it, I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then, like, next thing you know, I find out that it's called anime. So another one of my favorite series is Air Gear. I really like the aesthetic of it, the characters, the fact that there's rollerblading and stuff. It's like Jet Set Radio, but as an anime series. So I find that really cool. I also like Senran Kagura. The anime, I know some people like it, some don't. But overall, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty cool. I like the characters. Oh, yeah, okay. And then there's also Skate the Infinity, which is a skateboarding anime, so of course I'm gonna like that. But seriously, like, it's actually a really good series. I went in with, like, some medium expectations. Usually, I don't want to hype stuff up too much. So, I went in thinking, okay, this might be a pretty good series, and it ended up being, like, really amazing. So, I really liked it. And then, of course, I like Studio Trigger. That's my favorite anime studio. They made, like, so many good series. You probably know all the jokes about, like, how they go to space a lot. But, I mean, the animation from them, like, it's amazing. It's, like, on a different level. My favorite manga are Inuyasha and Air Gear, much for the same reasons as why I like the anime. For Air Gear, the art itself, it's like, I really like the art. It's amazing. So my favorite video games are Jet Set Radio, which I like all the games in the Jet Set Radio series, Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future. I actually like Future more because, well, it's more open world. Like, there's loading screens between the maps, but still, it's still a lot more fun overall. I like it. And since they didn't make a new Jet Set Radio, Sega's like, no, not gonna make a new one. So company came by and said, you know what, we'll make our own. And they made Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which I think might be coming out this year or next year. It has like the same kind of I can't say this right, cell shaded graphics, and like a lot of the look is similar. Like, they're on rollerblades, graffiti. It's pretty much Jet Set Radio without being Jet Set Radio. And they even have the same music composer, so I'm looking forward to that. I also like Senran Kagura. Once again, kind of like with the anime. I think the games are probably better overall. The anime is the reason why I found out about the series, though. I also like Pokemon. I've played like a lot of the Pokemon games, especially like the past few gens. I'm looking forward to the new ones that are coming out as well. They're gonna be a lot of fun. And there's also Legend of Zelda. It's another one of my favorites. I've played like quite a few of them. My favorite in that series would be Breath of the Wild. I don't know like how many of you have played Breath of the Wild, but it's really good. I like the fact that it's open world and like weapons can break, so you have to go and get new weapons and stuff, and like craft different foods and stuff. It's so much fun. I really like it. So I'm looking forward to like the second one. And I also like Monster Hunter. I've played a few of the games. I certainly find them sometimes, like when you're fighting like a really tough monster, it can be tough. In a group, it can be a lot of fun, but even like on your own, when you have like your teammates, your little helpers and stuff, that can be like a lot of fun too. Besides that, there are other anime, manga, and video games that I like, but these are my favorites, like my absolute favorites. I needed to like really narrow it down, or I'd have like a really long list. My favorite kind of music is Japanese music. So like anime songs, stuff like that. Even though I don't understand what they're saying half the time. Sometimes they have English lyrics in it. But overall, I still like it. It's really awesome. And other than that, really anything if the song is good. Oh. Well, maybe I'll have to play Monster Hunter sometime. I haven't got Monster Hunter Rise yet, or Stories. but I think that's something that I could consider streaming at some point. At least Monster Hunter Rise. Maybe like even stream with the viewers and stuff. Something to keep in mind. But yeah. So with music, yeah, like just about any genre of music, as long as the song is good, like if the lyrics are good or if it sounds good or anything, I think that's what really matters most. Okay, so now my model. So this is my full model. Went through a few different design changes. At one point, I had some cat ears. But I decided not to have them because I didn't want to just have cat ears for the sake of having cat ears. But you know what? Maybe I'll bring them back sometime. I mean, it's still something quite popular, so I might consider bringing back those cat ears. Because I mean, why not? Like I'm actually glad that I still have them saved. So my model was created by me, like designed, like all that stuff by me, and I used Vroid Studio to make it, so it's a 3D model. And then I got like a couple of assets, a couple of free assets, made some modifications and stuff to what I wanted to have. So yeah, so this is what I got now. Like the really cool hoodie, I like it. I have like a second outfit that maybe I'll bring out sometime. Not gonna reveal it just yet, but maybe I will bring that out at some point. I'm gonna stick with this outfit for now. I really like it. I mean, this is the outfit I chose after all. But yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of a weird way to think about it. I mean, hey, I did say I have special powers. But yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people, they get artists and stuff, but when you're trying to work with what you've got, then, you know, you have to work with what you've got. That probably could have been said better, but whatever. Point is, I guess, yeah. I think I'm just running around in circles with this. But yeah, like I really like the hoodie, really like the jeans, which you probably can't see them that well because of the shading, and the shoes, but I think they're really cool. I mean, I did pick them out after all. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the chat now. There we go. Alright, so I have a few questions that people have sent in. I mean, if you have any questions as well, you can ask them, and I can do my best to answer them. So let's see, what do I got first? All right. So the first question that I have here is, how often will I stream? So I'm gonna start off with about maybe like once or twice a week. I think that'd be a good start. See where things go from there. Maybe I'll end up streaming more often after that. But that's gonna be like a good way to start out. See what I can do. I might have some collabs as well, but I don't have any collabs lined up just yet. But maybe sometime in the future, once I start getting, you know, get my own streams going and everything. I'm not gonna start chasing any collabs. I mean, if there's people who are like looking for collabs, then yeah, maybe I'll look into it, or if someone asks me. But for now, like, I'm gonna do at least my own streams at least once or twice a week. So I'd say collabs would probably be separate from that. Do I have any other VTuber friends? Well, I've had some people that have liked some of my stuff so far and have commented, but I haven't really talked to any directly just yet. But I think since I'm just starting, then it's still kind of fresh. But I think once I do, then I think once I get going, I'll probably start meeting more VTubers, and we can help each other out. You know, I can help promote them and stuff, and the other way around, of course. Ooh, I like how my hair swings. It just sways. It's so cool. I like it. All right. So so any hashtags for fan art or streams? Well, I don't have any hashtags just yet. Certainly considering it. I know that you can't. I don't think you can use hyphens on tags, which is unfortunate. And I'm pretty sure that like tracks without the hyphen is probably already for something else. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I think that's something that I will certainly consider. Maybe for art tags, I might do something like tracks art or art tracks or something. Actually, tracks art, it's like a palindrome, so that might be actually kind of cool. But yeah, I don't have any tags just yet, but when I do come up with them, I'll be certain to promote them a lot. And do I have a favorite VTuber? This one's a really good question. So I would say so before I get into that, first off, so there's so the reason why I got into VTubers, I mean, way back there was Aikizuna. She's like the original, and I didn't really get into VTubers at the time, but what I did do then is I remember I checked it out, and like because it was something new, it was something fresh, so I wanted to check that out, see what it was all about. But I didn't really get into them until this year when I saw some clips of Hololive English, and I mean, like, I saw a few clips. It looked kind of funny, so I started checking out some streams, checking out more clips, like, well, some past streams, and then next thing you know, yeah, got into VTubers. So I mean, that's like, so I would say Hololive English and Hololive in general is a big inspiration as to why I decided to do this. I get, also I wanted to do some streaming, and what happened is I couldn't really figure out like a good way to do streaming, and like the whole VTuber thing, that's what really got me motivated. It was like, hey, you can stream as a VTuber, and I'm like, oh, that's like really cool. So this isn't just something that's like, oh, just because I got into VTubers I wanted to try. I mean, it kind of is, but I wanted to do this kind of thing for a while. So I guess I'm getting off track from the question. So going back to the question, so my favorite VTuber, I have a few. Like, I have quite a few that I watch, but I'd say my favorites overall would be Kiara and Ina from Hololive English. With Ina, I noticed that her streams are like really calm, really chill. So I really like how they feel. I really like the flow of them. So they're a lot of fun, and I like her puns as well. Her puns are like really good. And then there's also Kiara, and I feel the thing with Kiara is that she does more like behind the scenes stuff. Like, she doesn't tell you everything, but she kind of becomes more relatable because she tells you a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes for what she does, and like some stories of what she's doing and everything. And I even noticed that on Twitter, like, she'll like comments. A lot of VTubers, they'll like art and stuff. I'm not sure if Kiara replies to people too much, but I do know that she likes a lot of comments. So I find that really cool, like her fan interaction, and that's like a big inspiration for what I want to do. Is I want to do a lot of like really good fan interaction and stuff. Like these kind of chill chatting streams, they're a lot of fun. I like them. They're pretty cool. So I'd say, yeah, like Kiara is definitely one of my favorites for that. Oh, of course she's quite entertaining and funny as well. But there's a lot to like about her, and one of the, I guess, like the reason why she's really one of my favorites. There's others, like I mentioned, that I do like watching. But I'd say those are like my absolute favorites. What about anyone else? Do any of you have any favorite VTubers? Whether like Hololive or other companies, independent, any of that kind of stuff. Because I mean, like I know, like, you can watch, you have certain ones that you like watching and stuff. So like it can be ones that either like are your absolute favorites, or ones you'd recommend to other people, or even like ones that you just enjoy watching. Hi. Hey, welcome to the stream. In case, well, I guess you just got here, so I'm Trax, and I'm a skateboarder with special powers. So right now I'm just going through a few different questions that people have sent in, like my favorite VTuber, that's what we've been discussing. I mentioned my favorites are Ina and Kiara from Hololive English. So I'm wondering what everyone else's favorite is. Nevi. All right. Are they part of like a company? Are they independent? Wait, VTuber or VTuber? Wait, what is a VTuber? Is that like virtual typing? Like they do something like this, but they type? What would be a VTuber? Probably independent. You know what? I'll check them out. I'll have to look up Nevi. I haven't really heard of them. Yeah, I'll definitely check out the stream. I think it's good to check out like not just the bigger names, but some of the smaller ones. Oh, so like VTuber is actually a thing? Oh, that's really cool. I mean, I know like some people, they don't like talking, so they'll type. And I mean, like, hey, any way that you can do this that you're comfortable with and you can have fun, I think that's what really matters. I know most people, they'll like talking, but I think like typing can still work too. You can still show your emotions and everything. You can still have fun and still talk with the chat. But you know, that's actually really interesting. Yeah, like I was saying, so I think it's important to support both like some of the bigger names, like you can enjoy them, but also the smaller ones as well. What didn't I notice? This, oh, wait, was it a joke? Did I miss something? You said she just types most of the time. Was there something that I was supposed to notice? Yeah, I mean, I think indie VTubers is just as important. I mean, a lot of the ones in bigger companies, they started out as indie VTubers. Wait a minute. Wait, you're Nevi. That's what I didn't. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Hi. Wow. First big name? You know what? To me, big name. But welcome. Thank you for coming here. I'm definitely gonna check out your streams. You seem pretty cool. Yeah, you seem very chill, without a doubt. But yeah, like that's what I like. I like the ones that are like kind of like a chill, relaxing, and I'd say I'm more of that. I mean, sometimes you have like the variety. Sometimes you have ones that are like really chaotic and stuff. Kiara and Luna. Oh yeah. From the JP side, I like Luna. I mean, like, I know a lot of people, like, I guess maybe they like her voice, maybe they don't. But I find that she's very talented, and she's, like, really enjoyable to watch as well. Like, especially, like, her Duolingo streams are, like, some of the funniest stuff. I think that's how I actually first found out about her, are some of her Duolingo clips. I mean, it's really cool that they're trying to learn English as well to communicate with, like, as they call the overseas fans, Kaigai Nikki. To me, I guess the Kaigai Nikki would be, like, people from, like, other parts of the world. But yeah, like, and also, like, recently she's been playing, I think it's the Electone or something, and she's, like, really good at it. Like, really amazing. And I find those streams to be, like, really calming, relaxing and stuff as well. And Kiara is meanwhile more like the more chaotic type, but she can be calm as well. I think like she's a good balance. Oh, well, I mean, that's fine. I think, I mean, clips are a good way to start. That's how I started into Hololive, but it ended up growing into like actually watching their stuff. It's kind of hard to watch the ones from JP because of the time zone sometimes. Like sometimes they're streaming in like morning, afternoon, so it's like works well for me, or even in like night. So it's kind of tough to catch their streams sometimes. But I'd say for sure Kiara and Luna, who knows, might be like, maybe if you want you can check them out. And who knows, you might like them. If not, you can always stick with clips. I think clips are still a good way to get that promotion out there and to see like some key funny moments and stuff. I think I probably usually stick with clips unless there's somebody that I really like. Oh, hi! Welcome to the stream. I'm Trax, and I'm a skateboarder with special powers. Right now we're just talking about our favorite VTubers. I mentioned that Kiara and Ina from Hololive English are my favorites out of everyone, but I watch like a lot of different ones. I like supporting big and smaller VTubers. And we were just talking about like watching clips and stuff, and that I think it's like a great way to discover new VTubers. It's a great way to really get to see what they're kind of all about and stuff. Yeah, clippers are really cool. Do I have any favorite indies? Well, I guess Nevi is one of my favorites now. I haven't checked out too many indies, but I certainly am familiar with some. I don't have any favorites as of yet, but I've checked out a few streams here and there. I know it's probably bad for me to say that I usually stick with Hololive, but I have like dipped into some other streams, checked out people and stuff, see what they're all about. Which VTuber was it that graduated recently that you like? Hey, thanks. Let's see. Oh, Nene and Ayame. Ooh, okay. Yeah, oh, Ayame, I actually haven't really watched Ayame. Like, the only thing I really know about her is, what is her phrase? Like, Yota yo! I don't know if I'm saying it right. I think it's like, Yota yo! Yeah. But I haven't really watched Ayame much. I don't think she really streams at, like, the right times for me to be watching stuff very often. But Nene, like, I find, like, she's super energetic. Yeah, she's, like, really cute. I've watched quite a bit of her streams. Mostly, like, her ones where she's chatting and stuff. Because, like, it starts off, okay, just, like, normal chat. And then it's, like, you go somewhere for a little bit, or you check out something else. You come back, and there's, like, half the screen is filled with a bunch of stuff. And you're like, what is going on? But I find, like, she's, like, super energetic, super fun. Like, she's like, the type that's gonna be, like, if you want something like really chaotic and exciting and cute, then she's definitely the one to watch. I'd say like I'd say like she's definitely one of the ones to watch for in terms of like up and coming from Hololive. But yeah, so you mentioned there was someone that graduated recently that you like. So which one is that? Just because maybe I could look up their stuff, even if they recently stopped making content. Might still be cool to check out what they have if they still have their stuff up. I mean, you can mention your favorites in general. It doesn't have to be from Hololive. It can just be like any favorites, really. Or like even if you have any like other questions you want to ask or anything, then you can just like post them, and I can answer as much as I possibly can. I think Holo ID, they're pretty cool too. A lot of their stuff is in English as well, which kind of makes them like they're like a Hololive English, but like not really. But I find like they're pretty cool, and Holostars as well. Like I kind of find they're a little underrated. Like they're doing well, of course, you know, in terms of like viewership and everything. But I mean, I noticed a lot of them are enjoyable as well. As I mentioned, JP ones, there's quite a few. Whether you like them, of course you're gonna watch them when you like them. No, whether you, what's the word? Whether you can understand what they're saying or not, I still think, you know, you can enjoy them. Of course, as I mentioned, the ones from EN. I haven't watched everyone from EN because there's been a lot of like new ones recently, and I haven't really checked out them. So far, it's just been like the originals that I've watched. I haven't really watched the new ones. But does anyone have any other favorites, like Hololive or not, like anything, or like even any other questions you want to ask? I'm just gonna vibe to this music for a bit. Yeah, this actually kind of sounds like city pop a little bit. I mean, it was in the tags, like when I found it, and really like city pop. I like the vibe. I like the aesthetic of city pop music. It's like really cool. Oh, what are my powers? Well, let me put it this way. You know how there's some guy that can like copy abilities and stuff in Boku no Hero Academia or My Hero Academia? Kind of like that. I'm not saying that I can copy people's voices and stuff, or like their epic ability at like a certain game. But I mean, like, if somebody has some like cool special power or something, it's kind of like that. So like, even if I want, for example, I could make like cat ears appear. Not right now, but like I can do something like that. So don't underestimate what I can do. Actually, speaking of hero, I actually find that's like one of the coolest abilities is like copy abilities, because it's like you can do what other people can do. Well, almost. But, like, you can do like a lot of really cool things. Yeah, that's another series that I like. Not like in my favorites, but certainly one that I like is watching Hero. Kanizawa. All right. Well, maybe I'll check out some of their stuff. I'm guessing another independent one. But I'll check out some of their stuff. I know some people they need to take a break for certain things and everything. so I won't really like ask into detail if you know like what's going on with them. Like maybe like they probably posted a video or something. But yeah, that's another name that I'll definitely make note of, and I will check them out as well. I like learning about like other VTubers outside of like the Hololive bubble, because like well, I mean, not everyone watches Hololive, but it's like, you know, like they're well known, but a lot of the smaller ones, well, actually a lot of them and a lot of the ones in the companies, they started as like a good amount of them started as smaller independent VTubers, and you know, worked their way up. They like, you know, got the experience, they worked really hard to get to where they are. So I mean, who knows, like you watch an independent VTuber and who knows, they might be like the next big star. Like they might be like the next big thing in like another company. Or some of them, they like staying as independent. I mean, you do get the freedom. You do get a lot of freedom to be able to do almost anything you want. I mean, you can play just about anything you want. Your schedule's like flexible and everything. There's advantages to that. There's advantages to being in a bigger company. Like the more, like you get more exposure and everything. Do I understand Japanese? I know some Japanese. I'm not really good at reading kanji, but I know quite a bit of Japanese. I'm still learning some. I might even like try some Duolingo sometime and like learn Japanese. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I could stream that. That might be cool. But yeah, I know a good amount. I don't know what you consider a good amount, but I don't think I know enough to be able to have like full conversations or anything, but I think I know enough that I have some words here and there that I can throw around or that I can understand, or when I'm like watching something and I hear that word, it's like, oh, I know what that means. Yeah, I mentioned earlier my languages being English, of course, and then I know some French, Spanish, and Japanese. But I'm going to stick with streaming in English because it might be difficult for me to stream in those other languages. French, I might be able to get away with, but I think it's probably just easiest for English. And I know that English is something that a lot of people know as well, so it's easiest to stream in your natural language. Unless you're Kyoto, in which you can still stream very well in English despite it not being your main language. I actually find that like really cool, the ones that are like fluent in multiple languages. Like that's kind of like maybe a goal, is to learn other languages, you know, to learn more Spanish, to be able to have conversations. And same thing for Japanese as well. I want to learn enough Japanese to have conversations. Like I don't need to learn enough where it's like, oh, I can watch somebody streaming in Japanese and know everything. That probably would take a while. But like if I can at least, you know, have conversations and stuff, I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, like with that thing about Duolingo, yeah, like I know, like I've seen a lot of people use it for learning English. It seems like it's probably pretty good for learning languages, considering, I mean, if a lot of people are using it and they're using it a lot, then I'd say it's probably like a good resource. So like even if someone else wants to learn Japanese or another language, I mean, I'm not promoting Duolingo or anything. It's just, I think that when I do learn some Japanese, that's probably going to be a spot to try. I think like the best way to learn languages though is through conversation, but I think you need to know a certain amount before you can start learning that. I learned a lot of my Japanese from like a few different sources. I've learned some from other people that speak Japanese. I've learned a bit of Japanese from that. Learned quite a bit from anime as well. I'm not sure if anime is like really like a good resource, but I'd say it's certainly something that when you start hearing a lot of words, you can probably pick up on them. I've actually learned some Japanese from Hololive, to be honest. Like, there's like certain words that are just like the chat will just spam so much, or that it's just said often enough. And I also know like a bunch of like what's considered, I think it's considered like Japanglish or like crappy Japanese. I actually enjoy crappy Japanese, like where it's like a mix of English and Japanese. Like, I know some people, they don't like it, and then others, they like, you know, it's actually kind of fun. Yeah, so does anyone else have any other questions or like anything else you want to talk about? I think streams like this, like chatting kind of streams, are pretty fun because you get to interact with everyone. You get to, you know, I mean, like sometimes I know more popular VTubers, like they can't read everything in the chat, but you know, I know like a lot of them, they try their best. So I kind of feel like if you're just, you know, talking with everyone, just doing something like this and just having conversations and everything, I feel like just noticing, like when you have your comments noticed, then I feel like it kind of feels special, like you're part of the stream. And I think that's really cool. Yeah, maybe I'll do like more chat kind of streams like this. I have like a few different types of streams planned, probably mostly like gaming ones and stuff. I have like a few games in mind that I wanna play, but I'll see where it goes, and you know, maybe have like another chat stream like this. I think this is a lot of fun. But if there's like anything that anyone missed earlier when I was like going through information, you can always like ask some questions and I can go through them and stuff. Or like just any other comments that you have, like, you know, like just anything else interesting going on and stuff, like anything else you want to know, or like other VTubers and stuff that you like or that you like watching. But I find also like different, like watching different VTubers, I guess I'm like going back to this topic again, but I guess like going back to that, it's also good for like inspiration and like what to do and stuff, because when you like watch how different people do stuff, like how an independent would handle things compared to like a company, and trying to find like that good balance of like of course you want to be unique, you want to be different, but I mean for like the basic kind of things, like for example for this, yeah, I would say watching clips can definitely help. I've watched, like, I think that's how I've learned a lot of Japanese from Hololive, is through a lot of the clips with subtitles. I think like any of the clippers, I think like a lot of appreciation for them, because they're bringing attention not just to like the JP Hololive members or talents, but also like the fact that they're translating stuff with like the subtitles, so it kind of works with like both ways. What was I mentioning? Oh yeah, so I was saying about watching different VTubers and getting a different idea. Like for me, I was doing like some research on like what kind of things typically go into like a debut and stuff? Of course, you want to make your debut yourself. You want to put yourself into it. Much like anything that you want to do, much like any content you want to make. And I guess now I'm just like getting philosophical and stuff. Yeah, I like that. Philosophical information time. But yeah, but I think it's like quite important to just, you know, whatever content you're making, especially like if like you want to be a VTuber and stuff, that just check out what other people are doing, see how they set up stuff, and you know, it just gives you a lot of inspiration. And that's what I really like. So that's where I've picked out inspiration like here and there, different places, but like I try to like do that, but then make it my own. So, do a lot of you like watching clips or like streams or like a little bit of both? Like for me, it's usually if there isn't really a stream I want to watch. Like sometimes if I just want to watch something quickly, I'll watch a clip. But if I want something, whether it's like, you know, just to play in the background or, you know, just something to sit down and watch for a while, I'll just watch, I'll watch streams. But clips usually lead to finding new VTubers and watching their stuff. Oh, you clip VTubers? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to be good enough at putting the subtitles. I mean, I would prefer to leave that. Like if I were doing clips and stuff, then I would just leave that to the people that know how to do subtitles and everything. Oh yeah, you mentioned, I think you asked me about if I understand Japanese. Yeah, this is the same for me. I understand some, but not really enough to really be able to do subtitles like that. But I mean, you can still do clips for like the non-Japanese clips. But I think even if you do a clip for like a Japanese one, there isn't a lot of, like if they're speaking English or anything, you don't really need the subtitles. Or sometimes like even if it's just a clip, just like a funny moment and just like the reaction, like they do like some funny shout or something or like yelling. I think like clips like that are still fun, even without the subtitles or anything, even without the context. So I'm not sure if you do any of those kind of clips. Like if you just stick with English or if you just do like clips for everyone. I know there's like some bigger name clippers out there that have like kind of got the attention, like kind of got a lot of attention and stuff. But I think like anyone that does clipping is equally as important because they're helping grow the community. They're helping like these VTubers get more views. I mean, without clips, a lot of people wouldn't even be into VTubers. Like for me, that's certainly the case. That clips were it was like the gateway to lead into VTubers, and that's why it leads to, like, even if you stick with clips, you're still kind of supporting them in a way. Because you're still looking at their stuff, and maybe you're like sharing clips. So maybe somebody else watches that clip, and they end up liking that VTuber, and they start checking out their stuff. But you know what? Maybe I'll check out some of your clips. Like, do you stick with like Hololive clips, or do you just do like clips of like a certain group, certain company, or do you just do clips of like anyone? But yeah, clips is like such an important part of VTubers. I mean, like, of course streams are like the source of that and the most important, but clips are still like a big part of all of that. Mostly Hololive. Yeah, I mean, most of the clips that I watch are typically of Hololive as well. But sometimes like other clips will sneak in as well, like when I'm looking stuff up, or like suggestions, and I'll like check out clips of other people as well. So like even clips can end up going into finding clips of other people as well. So technically, in a way, I guess because of like how recommendations work and stuff, it helps you discover not only the person that you're the clip that you're watching, but also it helps you discover like some other people that maybe that same clipper has made clips for. So it's a really cool way to discover new things. But yeah, but like I said, like usually I watch I'll watch like Hololive clips. But it's a balance, really. I don't just stick with like the EN ones. I stick with like whatever I find, like whatever seems like appealing or funny at the time. And then like sometimes I might even like check out the stream like that it's from. I think sometimes there's some VTubers that'll make clips of themselves for like good advertisement, or if it's just that good of a moment. But typically, like, most of the clips come from like the clippers that are like dedicated to doing this. They put in like a lot of work. Like, I know there's like a lot of work and effort put into it with like the editing and stuff. And in the case of the ones doing subtitles, you got to translate stuff. Like, I've seen ones where it's like a 10 or 20 minute clip. They're like translating like half a stream or something, and I know that like it's a lot of work. Hi, hey, welcome to the stream. Vimes, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, I mean, it's a smart idea. I mean, hey, if you have the time and the patience and you have like the video editing abilities, then why not make your own clips? Because I mean, that's a great way to promote yourself. Like, a lot of VTubers, they'll already have like either dedicated clippers that are they're like dedicated to just specifically do clips of that one person, or like they have like a few different people that they always do clips of. And I think it's kind of cool to have that, but I think it's just nice, like, just when you have people doing clips, I think that's already something that's a big deal. So like whether you're doing your own clips or you have like someone else doing those clips, it's still, like I was saying, a great way for promotion. Yeah. Alright, I hope everyone had a lot of fun. I mean, I certainly did. I had a lot of fun chatting with everyone. This has been like a pretty chill stream. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool information. I'm certainly looking forward to more streams, for sure. And I hope you're looking forward to a lot of them, too. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Like going into this originally, like I had a bit of nervousness, but also a lot of excitement too, because it's like, yeah, like it's your debut. It's like such a big deal, but at the same time, like I also thought like, oh, this is gonna be like really exciting. Like, this is so much fun. Yeah. So I hope everyone enjoyed this. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end the stream now. But maybe I'll do another of these kind of chat streams again sometime. All right. So, like I said, hope everyone enjoyed this, and she probably did. Yeah. Next stream, it's gonna be next week, maybe Tuesday. I have a game already planned out for my first stream. So it's gonna be Tuesday, probably around the same time, like sometime. Usually my streams are gonna be like anywhere from like morning, like 11, or like noon, 1, 2 p.m. Like that kind of spot. But yeah, my next stream is, right now I have one planned for Tuesday. I have a game already set up. It's a game that, well, I don't want to go too much information into it. I will post about it shortly. So I have my Twitter in the description, so if you want to make sure to get any information on like streams and stuff, then make sure to check out my Twitter. I'll post something there when I do have my next stream set up, sometime in like the next little bit. But I have something that's planned out. It's a game that I've seen a lot of people playing, but I've wanted to play it anyway, like regardless. So it's a fun game. Yeah. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna end this stream. So I hope everyone had fun here. I certainly had fun. And until next time, matane.